So Anivel Rivera, we're gonna price it out. A couple different things here. We're gonna do the front here as two ways. So one would be keeping the stone, but we got to dramatically clean up this whole area. So it would be taking all the stone out, like probably put it on tarps right next to it, weeding out this area really good. All this growth in here, kill it. I don't see any fabric in the area, so just installing like a heavy duty thick fabric down and then putting all the stone back. Definitely spray the area really hard, put preen down really good. So that'll be the first way to price it out. And then the second way of pricing it out will be taking all the stone out, putting it on a tarp, and then spraying the area really good, preening it really good, and then just doing mulch. Black mulch, no fabric, and then we'll have to haul away and get rid of all this stone one way or another if we do it, or I sub it out potentially to a guy. So that's our two options. And then over here, so she actually had like a car came in and hit her fence and hit her tree, hit her fence, busted it up. So she wants the insurance to pay for it ideally, but looking to get this area just kind of cleaned up and taken care of. So we're gonna schedule it for after the fencing company that comes in and does what they got to do. And then what we'll be doing is a couple things. I'm going to price it out. Line item it is cleaning up of the tree. So, and when I say cleaning up, we're just basically all this funky growth that's like growing around it and the weeds growing through it and stuff, just cutting them down and out and getting rid of them. And then some of the really low branches, just chopping them off. Just anything that's real low, chopping them off, getting rid of them. And then really cleaning the area of just crap out of here. Like stones and stuff. If we're gonna haul away stones, we can bring it with us, but just get that stuff out of here. Give the area a really good blow and then clean up. And then I would really string trim down the area. I'm gonna measure it out. I didn't do that yet, but we're just gonna bring in topsoil and starter fert and seed and hay, this whole area to get grass to grow. Probably gonna have to use like some shade, some sun mix, because it probably doesn't get a ton of sun with the tree here. And then the other thing that we got to do, it's a little bit weird, but because that car crash, there's a little bit of glass you can see in here, and there's a little bit of glass. I didn't notice too much up here, but I noticed it more so up here. And this is like kind of annoying and tricky, but this is the whole purpose that the insurance will be paying for it, is we got to try to clean up some of this glass. There's not a ton. I told her we'll do our best. We'll probably just hit it with a blower. I would try to blow it all into one area and then just get rid of it. And then wherever you blow it to, topsoil and seed that area, because if we did miss any little tiny pieces, the topsoil and seed will just hide it. But most importantly, try to get all the glass. She said this is kind of the main area where she walks. Just really get this glass blown out of here. Again, it's not a ton. It's just a little bit kind of all here and there. And just be real careful. Make sure you got thick gloves on if you're messing with it and trying to pick it up or anything. Yeah, and then for topsoil and seeding purposes, want to go pretty wide with it. So the car landed like all the way here in the yard. So I would go pretty wide, like a big circle, kind of all the way here type of area. String trim it all out, brush cut it, and then just bring in like a thin layer of topsoil, seed, starter fert, hay, hook it up really good. Again, after the fence is in. Once the fence is in, we'll obviously have to kind of work around it on both sides, but yeah, that's basically it. And if you want to go a little further with the topsoil seed anywhere, like if you want to go more rather than less, that's fine.